something from English grammar. So in a way, basically, the next 4 videos, including this one, will be for students of secondary school level. Students, the topic that I have chosen for today's discussion is narration or speech. I know some of you are not very fond of this topic, but believe me, I will be trying to make it as easy as I can for you all. So let's learn what is narration or speech. We may report a speaker's words in 2 ways. Firstly, we may quote the exact words used by the speaker, or we may just give an account of what the other person has said in our words without quoting his exact words. So now let's see here. I have already written the sentences just to save some time. First sentence, he said, I am very busy now. This is the quoting of the exact words of the speaker, which is said to be in direct speech. And the second sentence, he said that he was very busy then. We are not using the exact words used by him, just giving an account of what he said. And this is said to be indirect speech. Now let us observe the differences. What did we do to change from direct to indirect? Firstly, we omitted the inverted commas. In the second sentence, there is no inverted comma. Secondly, we used a conjunction that before the indirect statement. Before the indirect statement, we used the conjunction that. Thirdly, am is changed to was. The verb am is changed to was in the second sentence. That means we changed the tense form. Fourthly, the word now is changed to them. And lastly, we changed the pronoun I to he. So thus we changed the first sentence, which was in direct speech, to this, which is in indirect speech. Students, it's very important for you to have your concepts of the tense forms very clear by now, because this is very important to be able to change the form of narration. So now let's observe these sentences, how we can change narration for these assertive sentences. The first sentence, he said, I am hungry. If we try to change it to indirect, it will be, he said that he was hungry. We remove the inverted commas. We are using the conjunction that. We change the pronoun I to he, and what did we do? We changed the tense form. We'll have to remember that simple present changes to simple past. Now, let's go to the second sentence. He said, I am writing. He said, I am writing. So, this is in present continuous form. I am writing. If we try to change it to indirect, it will be, he said that he was writing. So, that means present continuous changes to past continuous. Number 3. He said, I have finished my work. I have finished my work. This word is in present perfect tense. And if we try to change it, it will be, he said that he had finished. My becomes his. Okay? He said that he had finished his work. That means present perfect becomes past perfect. And this sentence, the fourth one, he said, I have been waiting for you. This is in present perfect continuous form, and we'll have to write like this. He said that he had been waiting for me. So that shows that have been waiting present present perfect continuous becomes had been waiting past perfect continuous. Now look at the fifth sentence. He said, I was busy. This is simple past tense. And we'll have to write, he said that he had been busy. He had been. That means simple past becomes past perfect. Number 6, he said we were writing past continuous form. He said that we changes to they had been writing. Since past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. And again in the 7th sentence, he said, I shall or will be busy tomorrow. And we'll write here, he said that he. Now shall or will, whatever we may get, it will become would. He said that he would be busy. Tomorrow becomes the next day. Number 8, he said, I shall or will be writing. And our answer here will be, he said that he would be writing. So this is how we change the form of narration for assertive sentences. That's why I told you earlier only that it's very important to have your concept of tense very clear, because this is very essential to be able to change the form of narration. You'll have to remember certain changes for changing from direct speech to indirect speech. Now becomes then, here becomes there, today becomes that day, tomorrow becomes the next day, or the following day also sometimes we write. Yesterday becomes the day before or the previous day. Last night changes to the night before or the previous night. And in the same way, this changes to that, and these changes to those, etc. etc. Students, I must draw your attention to certain important points. Firstly, if the reporting verb is in present or future tense, then there may not be any change in the tense form for indirect also. For example, in this sentence, he says that we will not write was, we will write he is busy, because the reporting verb is in the present tense, and the same will happen for future tense also. Then the second one, the teacher said the earth moves round the sun. So there may not be any change in the tense form if the sentence is still relevant, if the statement is still relevant, or if it is a universal truth. Because in this sentence we will write, the teacher said that the earth moves around the sun. So it will remain same, no change in the tense form. And thirdly, he said to me, I shall go tomorrow. What is different in this sentence is that we get an object here, to whom it is said. When we get the object to whom it is said, say changes to told. So here it will be, he told me that he would go the next day. So this is how we change the form of narration for assertive sentence, and I believe with all this knowledge you'll be able to do it yourself very easily. I think I hope to meet you all again in the next class, where we will try to learn how to change the form of narration for interrogative sentences or questions. Till then, why don't you try some from your grammar book. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.